We are leaving the lovely town of Rugby and heading back to Minnesota. Kind of uneventful stay, leaving at the crack of 11. Just felt like hanging out in the room for a while, and you know what? You pay 120 bucks a night. I still enjoy it. Hang out, drink some coffee, and here we go. That's very odd. Windy day. Very windy. We'll see how it is when we hit the fields. Not good. Well, I am back in Minnesota, happy to say. A little windy today in the Dakotas, not terrible. I'm kind of getting used to it where I don't even notice it. The bike gets thrown around and you just compensate better and better all the time. I'm heading for a campgrounds and hopefully find a campsite and relax a little bit. My plan still is to go back to Duluth and head up the coast. Not leaving anything behind, like my phone. Nope, there it is. I'm good. I head up for Duluth, just go up and see if I can find a campgrounds up there tomorrow on the lake. I could almost make it right now, but it's 230 miles and I would get there so late, and I've been baiting myself up pretty good for the time we've been out here. I don't know how many miles I put on today. Well, let me see, 120 plus about 300 miles, so not terrible. Now hiring. You see that all the way across the country. A lot of people say I should get a gold wing. I really have no complaints about traveling on this bike, and I don't know why I would want some monstrosity to drive around. I'm sure the cargo room is a lot better than what I've got, but I make do. And yeah, other than, you know, not gripping the hand grips and elevate your hands once in a while and use a little gas paddle, I have no complaints. Plenty of power, plenty of speed. I just don't get tired riding it. I just really don't. Put pressure on my feet against the pegs from time to time. I suppose that's good for your leg muscles, but it also just elevate your butt off the seat every once in a while. That seems to really help. I really lift up my hands when I can feel my stomach muscles really kicking in when I do that. So it's got to do something, right? But yeah, just a really nice machine. The only bike I would even consider over this one, and I just really didn't want another adventure bike, would be a V-Strom 1000. It's a low horsepower, not low horsepower, I think it's 105 horses, but I think it redlines at maybe 7, and I hear they run out of energy way before that. Got a lot of torque on the low end, and you can put more aggressive tires on, and I guess they do fairly well in the dirt, where this one, no. Has absolutely no off-road capability at all. I ran across a guy who's doing the massive rides out of New Jersey, and yeah, that's what he was riding. Only his model is a 206, I think, so it was the modern ones look a lot better. They are a lot cooler looking, but I'm sure people still say they're ugly. Maybe people say the Versys is ugly, but yeah, that would be nice to have a bike. You know, it's still going to be 600 pounds or 550 or whatever it is, but so you're still not going to take it on a single track or anything, or probably not even a snowmobile trail or an ATV trail. But yeah, that would be something I'd really think about. He seemed to really enjoy his, and honestly, when I was going to get this one, I was going to look at an African twin they had for $10,000. Kind of maybe regret a little bit not getting that too, but yeah, I already had the Tiger. But on the way there, a V-Strom went down the highway the other way, or one of the modern ones, and was like, maybe I should look for one of those. Got to the dealership, and walked around looking for the African twin and this one, and I saw this one first and jumped on it. I said, yep, I'm gonna buy it. No regrets, 1900 miles, zero problems. My motorcycle mechanic said don't even worry about the valves. So I got a call him. It was either 20,000 or 24. He said don't even think about getting them adjusted, just hang on. So I'll probably have him work on it before I go out west again next year. And if I have a Tenere by then, that very well could be the bike I do it on. I know it's not going to be quite as conducive as this one to long rides, but yeah, we'll see. Dead end. Well, move, you little what the? Where in the f am I going? Wait a minute. What the? Wanna bet? Oh my God. Oh, the joys of traveling. It did say road closed a while back, but being on a motorcycle, I said, no, it's not. And it is. So now to get to the state park, I probably got to drive God only knows how far, because the road is closed. And it's actually going to say road is closed the other direction too, but she said it keeps going until you get to the park. I just want to pitch my tent, get something to eat, and relax for a while. Ah, well. A really cool part of a woods right here. Very neat. Another little lake. I actually could have taken a blacktop path in the park to get there from one point where I was. Pretty dang tempting. Oh, you know what? Oh no, that's it right down there. I'm sure that would have taken me right to the park, but I'd probably get some kind of a fine. Well, here we are at Bangina Campgrounds, State Campgrounds, and I got my tent set up. It was an hour to get here, which should have taken like 15 minutes, but some roads were closed. Ooh, Versys is looking a little dirty. But yeah, we're going to just call it quits and get a hotel, but finally kept driving around and checking my phone. There were
several detours I had to take for one reason or another, and yeah, pretty irritating, but I'm here. There's a place that serves ribs not too far away, so that's where I'm gonna head. I might sit around for a while before I do that, but definitely on the way. My tusk chair, loving that. Chicks dig it. Yep, they all stare. But yeah, really nice park. It sure is. No foliage in between the campsites, but there really aren't that many campers, so it's good. Yeah, and the lake is backwater of the Mississippi River, and it's huge. I know, I drove around it, took forever. Yeah, pretty cool.